All right, so Donald Trump is a good boy, very nice young man. But no, but in all honesty, he's been going off the fucking rails. He's been kind of being, trying to. Honestly, he really wants to suppress people's, not even like their freedom to vote. Like they're not even son of prayer, your right to vote. He's kind of doing it. It's a little silly. It's a little, we constantly make these claims for Trump. They're like, yeah, I get it. He's not so bad. And like I'm guilty of that too because I'm a New Yorker, so I could see that he's just being fucking stupid. But honestly, we need to hold him to a higher standard. So let's rewatch his announcement of victory in the election. Yes, the other night.
Well, thank you very much.
A nice boot-ad.
There's never been anything like it. To support our incredible movement, I want to thank the
There we
American
go.
people
Now a
for
little
their tremendous
louder.
support. Millions and millions of people voted for us tonight.
Mhm.
And a very sad group of people is trying to disenfranchise that group of people.
I don't know that that's true. It's just a little, like, you kind of see the divisive language.
And we won't stand for it. We will not stand for it.
And like, just for a little pretext, man, this speech comes after like months of him basically refusing to be like, yeah, if I lose, I lose. Like he's kind of slowly taking these steps towards like having running his own fucking riot if he doesn't win.
I want to thank the First Lady, my entire family, and Vice President Pence, Mrs. Pence, for being with us, all three of us. And we were getting ready for a big celebration. We were winning everything, and all of a sudden it was just called off. The results tonight have been phenomenal, and we are getting ready. I mean, literally, we were just all set to get outside and just
He really
celebrate
wanted.
something that was so beautiful, so good.
And what's so silly, like, he's like, yeah, we almost won. How does it change? Like, he doesn't get it. I don't know how he doesn't understand how he's not currently winning. He might win. Like, it's fun if he does, whatever. But, like, dude, we've known for like a while now that statistically, like 3/4 of mail-in votes are Democrat votes, and that there's going to be an uptick of people that are going to mail in their votes because of the coronavirus. And he's acting like he doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it.
Such a vote,
I don't know.
such a success. The citizens of this country have come out in record numbers. This is a record.
Do I think that 3/4 of Democratic vote makes sense? Honestly, I do. Just from like a common sense perspective, the people who think that the coronavirus is fake are Republicans. So like Democrats would be more likely to go in by mail. Also, like these people who are Democrats tend to be like, poorer, lower class people who may not necessarily be able to get out to the polls. So it makes sense that they would be the ones that are voting, doing mail-in voting. Somebody asked, I will do it in this video. Somebody asked about the 134,000 votes from Michigan. Yeah, like that was my understanding was that was a clerical error, and it was actually just supposed to be like 13,000, and they recorrected it in like an hour. And the person who made the original claim of fraud that Trump quotes pulled it down, which we'll see in a little bit.
There's never been anything like it. To support our incredible movement, we won states that we weren't expected to win. Florida, we didn't win it. We won it by a lot.
You didn't expect to win Florida? Oh. Why would you expect to lose Florida? What? That's not even like it's good that you won it. It's great, but like you were, I would say you're expected to. You needed to win Florida in order to like win the election.
The great state of Ohio. We won Texas.
Yeah, it's pretty expected.
We won Texas by 700,000 votes, and they don't even include it in the tabulations.
What?
It's also clear that we have won Georgia.
I mean, we still listen, he might have won Georgia. That'd be great. But like, we're still not even at the point where like it shows that he won Georgia. Like, we're still counting. It's, they're only 14,000 off. I don't know, maybe mail-ins are coming in. I'm not sure why they're not giving him Georgia, but like, this is the Fox News website. So like, if we're gonna, this isn't like an anti-Trump thing. Like they call. So it's like weird that you're not even taking the advice of the network that you love so much.
We're up by 2.5% or 117,000 votes with only 7% left. They're never going to catch us. They can't catch us. Likewise, we've clearly won North Carolina, where we're up 1.4% or 77,000 votes with only approximately 5% left. They can't catch us. We also...
Trump needs all 4 of these states. Biden just needs one of these states.
We have a lot of life in that. And somebody declared that it was a victory for... And maybe it will be. I mean, that's possible.
It's so funny that he's complaining about the victory. And he's like, somebody claimed it was for Biden. And it's like, that somebody was Fox News. They were, I think, the first to report it. They were the first to give it to Biden. And it's like crazy that it's just, you know, your own, the network that you're so comfortable with. Now that they're not like pushing entertainment news for the segment of the election, you know, you don't want to listen to it because it's actual news of decent casters like Brett Baer and Christopher Wallace.
But certainly there were a lot of votes out there that we could get because we're now just coming into what they call Trump territory. I don't know what you call it, but these were friendly Trump voters. And that could be overturned. The gentleman that called it, I watched tonight, he said, well, we think it's fairly unlikely that he could catch. Well, fairly unlikely. And we don't even need it. We don't need that. That was just a state that if we would have gotten it, it would have been nice, Arizona. But there's a possibility.
Would have helped, yeah.
A good possibility. In fact, since I saw that originally, it's been changed and the numbers have substantially come down just in a small amount of votes. So we want that obviously to stay in play. But most importantly, we're winning Pennsylvania by a tremendous amount.
There was a point in this video, I don't know why the fuck I can't find it. There was a point in this video where he like claimed victory, I believe, or maybe it's not this one, but there was some point where he's like, we basically already won. I might have missed it because I'm fucking old and stupid. But it's just fucking crazy. And so now Donald Trump is actively going around talking about, you know, how it's all voter fraud. Less than I was leading, then often solidly in many key states, and most instances Donald Trump were controlled. Then one by one, they started to magically disappear. I was surprised ballot dumps were counted. Very strange. What? And the pollsters are completely historically wrong. I'm just saying, like, this is more like verbiage that's how come on every time they count mail-in ballot dumps, they are so devastating in their percentage of power. Well, it's because they're fucking Democrats. Like, again, 3/4 of votes come from mail-ins are coming from Democrats. And he just doesn't want to. What is this all about? I have no fucking idea what this is. What is this?
Pussy pretty.
Oh, that's not what he's referencing, is it? I don't even know. I think he's speaking generally. Oh, wait. Oh, right. This is the reason enough to go to court. No, yeah. So this is Matt Walsh. He was the one who talked about, I think, Michigan. Right? I think this. I forget. He might have been the one who was talking about Michigan, like having 100 and something, like 138,000 votes, like immediately. Apparently, that was a clerical error. They brought it down to like 13,000 votes for Biden instead of 138. So that was restored rather quickly before the claim was even made. My understanding that might be false, but yeah, just more like, oh, they're finding Biden votes all over the place. All this suggestive language that they're just like fabricating these votes. They are working hard to make up. Yeah, it's just like, Jesus Christ, Trump. What are you talking about? He's going crazy over and over again. I think that one had collusion in it. He said something to the degree. Say just announced there were millions of ballots. I don't know. I'm fucking old. But still, like, Jesus Christ. Which won't allow legal observers. I don't know how true that is. But it's all just like more language. And this is like the one that really gets me right here. Any vote that came in after Election Day will not be counted. Not only is that wrong, but he's like actively trying to suppress your like people's rights as American citizens. Like, if you mailed in by the 3rd, that's just when you're supposed to legally mail in by, then your vote counts. It doesn't matter when it comes in. I think it actually has till like November 14th to come in. But yeah. I don't understand. Like, you're actively trying to fucking suppress voters, man. It's fucked up. Like, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. I mean, you want to claim that we have a president that represents everybody, but he's actively saying not to count people's votes because they're not, because statistically they're not going to be votes for him. Like, you guys have to get to a point where you're like, yeah, this is scum. This is scummy shit. Stop the count. More scummy shit. Let's see. All of the recent Biden claims states will be legally challenged by U.S. for voter fraud and state election fraud. Plenty of proof. I mean, you can go ahead and sue for voter fraud. Be my guest, but stop telling people to stop the fraud. The fraud to him is counting actual legal votes. So very stupid. Donald Trump is exhausting sometimes. I want to say thank you so much, guys, to all my Patreons, and a special shout out to my Papa XL Patreons. Without all you guys, I would just be some fat dude screaming into a microphone. So thank you so much, guys. Mwah. I love you all. I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.